first, Etna Bianco Superiore 2024 is without Contrada written, but is 100% produced here in Contrada Salice, is our Lavi. Lavi is the only wine we have, white wine, that's a blend, 90% Carricante and 10% Catarratto. When we was on the car, the first 3 terraces was Catarratto. We had Catarratto just in our Lavi, okay? Please. This is the best way to taste and understand wine.
So this already has the 10%
yes,
Catarratto
10%
included.
Catarratto is here. We harvest starting from the Catarratto because Catarratto is ready 15 days in advance. Then we harvest the Carricante, and in March, April, we do the assemblage.
When will this be released?
2 years ago.
No, the Lavi 1 year and a half, no more. The Contradas at least 2 years.
Very clean.
This is our...
So this is going to be another 6 months here, roughly.
Yes, we will bottle next week, and we will start selling this wine at the middle of 2026.
Yeah.
Talk about your the fermentation process. So, and you know, your grapes come in here. They're
all the whites in production come to the press and have a pressure of less than 1 bar. Together, bunches also in entire bunches. Just the 50% of the must is what we obtain by the bunches, so it's very, very light pressure, 50%. And the fermentation is in steel tanks for Lavi and in wood barrel for the other whites.
Okay.
The fermentation in wood. Then when we clean the wines, just changing the tanks, working with cold.
Okay.
It depends because the way of elevation are different. Lavi is just steel tanks. Lindo and the other Contradas are part in barrel, part in barrique, part in tonneau. And it's the same thing for the reds. The reds are destammed in advance and then pressed with 65% of must that we obtain. And the period of elevation is very long because we are ready right now on the 2021 and we are close to the harvest 2025. So for reds we wait at least 3 years.
Okay.
But it's not a receipt. Generally the way of production is what I'm showing, but it depends harvest by harvest.
Yes.
If you agree, we can taste starting from the lower vine to the higher.
Excellent.
The lower is Primo. It's the only tank we have of Primo. 1,000 liters, 10 hectoliters, no more.
And what is the altitude?
Primo starts at 560. From 560 to 600, 590 exactly. This is very close to Maugeri vines.
Okay.
It's very close. And after a period in wood, we transfer one more time the wine in steel tanks. It's totally clarified with the cold. And we are ready for bottling.
Are you pumping it in?
Yes.
Okay.
The main characteristic of the Etna Bianco Superiore Prino is the more strong, more round wine in middle because it's a lower altitude and is absolutely rich in tropical fruitines. So the bodies, the alcohol, the glycerin of Prino is the roundest we have.
So just a higher maturation of the grapes.
Absolutely for this reason.
Thank you.
It's quite strange because the distance from Salice to Prino is 2 kilometers, but the wines, probably, as you can confirm, are totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is much more present.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the pod, the salinity is higher here. I get that, the salinity. It's juicing up my mouth. It's active. It's a lot more. It's a lot more present. You know.
But you do have the 10% catarato.
Yes.
Not to lose sight that. So here you're getting a very straightforward
Cavalcante is more vertical, absolutely. And Catarato has two different important things. The first one is from the
aromas on the nose.
Yes. But the second one is the wine together with Catarato are ready in advance, because Catarato allows the maturation of total wine in advance. So we are ready to sell Lavi in advance just for the Catarato. If Lavi was 100% Caricante, the right moment to sell the wine would be the same of the others. After 2 years at least. But Catarato is faster.
Elevates it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But again, I mean, what I like about Bianco Superiore is what I'm getting here. There's the acid, the minerality, the liveliness. I mean, this. Yeah.
Now in our ideal walk, when we will reach the highest vine at 880, that will be Rinazzo, we will verify how different is the smell, the taste, and the wine of Milo. In my opinion, Milo is more characterized by the highest vine. So we have to taste, but will be the third and the fourth, Volpare and Rinazzo.
Okay.
But now
I just want to go back and because you made a very important point there. I think I heard. You're saying that Milo is defined by the vines at the highest altitudes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
With Milo soils start at 450 meters, but reach more than 900. And there's also difference of soil, temperatures, moment of harvest, because we start with Prino at middle October and we finish in Rinazzo at beginning of November. It is totally different.
So the ripening cycle is associated also with the elevation.
It is also different in the quality of the grapes. As you can imagine, there are a lot of analyses before starting the harvest. In the highest vines of Milo, we have acidity of more than 899. The pH is absolutely low, it's no more than 320, 330, no more. And the same quantity of sugar that we have in Prino in middle October, we reach in Rinazzo in the first 10 days of November. So acidity is the same, will be maintained.
Right.
But the maturation of sugars for the highest elevation of
requires
the
some more
wine
time.
are different.
Yeah.
Yes, more time.
pH at the lower elevation, like with this, we're still 3.5.
All wines are in average from 330 to 355, no more.
It's not a big variation.
Absolutely, it's important, and the total acidity are over than 7 in all wines. Also for the reds, that is quite strange because you have 560, 580 on the reds. We reach more than 7 also on the reds.
That's unique.
Yes, that's absolutely unique. The longevity of a red wine with this acidity is that you can't imagine. Lindo. Lindo is Contrada Salice, so are the highest vine we have here on the terraces over the Catarratto. It's 100% as well Carricante. There.
I would like to have a valve in a house like this, go along with a small tank.
In your own.
I like this valve. It's so sensitive. Right?
Yeah, you have a bottle cap. Yeah.
You know, we are very proud
Oh, because see already the difference just in the aromas.
Yes, yes.
It's
All the
strong.
wines are different, and we are absolutely proud to be the only winery that represents Milo in 4 of the total 8 contradas. It's absolutely unique.
The clone on the vines were
It depends, because Rinazzo are plant of more than 70 years,
Yeah.
Salice are more or less 12, Praino are 20,
And
it
this-
depends.
So where-
This is one of the youngest we have.
So where are you getting your wood from, your plants from? Are you getting from nurseries, or are you using wood from
No,
other?
there's a selection of in the where they sell. I don't know exactly from where.
Yeah.
But before planting, we try. We try for 3-4 years if the plant are the right one, and then we started. So when they planted the vine of Salice, I wasn't here, but they told me that they verified a lot of plants to decide which was the perfect one.
characteristics of the fruit are so different, right? Because you hear you get in a little bit of apricot pits, just a hint.
Primo is more fruity, more rich in the nose, not so different in acidity and mineral hints. This is more vertical.
Vertical,
and,
yeah.
And when we reached highest elevation of the sea, the wines change in consequence.
Yeah, it's lime minerality. There's something that's almost a tannin-like structure in here. Yeah.
It's so different, right? I mean, the complexity here, and with time, will grow and grow. Now, in 10 years, we'll see if it will give us.
But these wines don't last that long. I mean, I've never seen a 10-year-old Carricante wine on the market. Yeah, I mean.
Well, it's because those Riesling qualities that start to develop with age. I don't know what's going to happen with these wines because no one's ever made wines down here. The higher elevations, we know that the Carricante starts to exhibit some Riesling qualities.
Yes, but to recognize the Riesling characteristic on Carricante, you have to wait. In my
10
opinion,
years, well, 10, 15 years.
Starting
7
in my very small experience, starting from the 6th harvest after. Right now, 2019 starts to present some.
So you're starting to see that
Yes,
difference.
yes.
Okay, so it's not in the aging of the wine; it's in the aging of the vines. Yeah.
Volpare. Volpare is probably the richest we have at nose. It's absolutely wide, deep. It's a incredible wine. But to be ready, probably we have to wait for 2 years and a half. Because it's quite, I can say, is timido, come si dice? Is timido.
It's timid. It's a quiet personality.
Yeah.
Yes, so you have to wait.
It's kind of like his personality, right?
Yeah,
Not so much. You know what I'd like to do one of these days? Because you guys have like similar, some of the similar contrada, and you've also, you and Mungeri have, hit the market really hard and quick, and risen from obscurity to becoming some of the top wines.
But our wines.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Because our wines tell important histories.
Yeah. So, but this is what I'm saying. So I'd like one of these days, whenever your wines become available, to do a tasting of those, compare, your Volpari versus theirs and stuff like that.
I desire to present these wines when you call me and tell Ugo, come here, and I will present there.
Well, where would you do that? Why don't we just do it here?
But his wine, their wines are not ready as yet.
You think they'll travel well?
No. His wine. We need to wait until his wines are ready for the market. I mean, we're not going to see some of his Contrada wines until 2 years hence.
Things are a little bit older.
Absolutely good right now.
Yeah.
Good, drinkable, are interesting.
Yeah.
But let me say that we absolutely know Milo, and you have to wait, Milo.
Yeah.
This is part of which wine?
Volpare is.
What wine does it get blended with? Because this isn't a single release. It's not Lindo. It's not.
No, it's a new wine.
It's a new one. That's what I'm telling you. So I want to taste.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first year. So
2022 and 2023 for the markets are just Lindo and Lavi.
And this in 24 was a brutal, difficult, very dry, very hot period. There were periods in the summer that you were getting 40 degrees over here or more, and
we had, listen,
and with young vines.
17 different harvests in 2024. 17.
Wow.
We started at the last day of August to produce the Dinarello Mascalese for the sparkling wine, and we finish more or less on 15th of November, probably with Rinazzo. So it's a very hard work to understand when exactly is the moment.
So down the road, then you're going to end up having 3, 4, 5 separate Caricante bottlings. Is that correct? No, did you count 5?
That's what this tasting is about.
Yeah, but
this
I wasn't
is what,
counting that.
No, but that,
Yes,
this.
No, he has others. He has others that we haven't tasted yet.
He's four of the eight contradas they produce wines in. So he's going to have 4 contrada wines.
We haven't tasted the amphitheater over by Quattro Archi, right? The grapes from there.
Okay.
We haven't tasted that yet. That's going to be a separate bottle.
I thought that was in the
because
first.
it's a Rinazzo.
That's going to be the Renaccia, which is the next wine.
Yes, because we tried Lavi, Praino, Salice, Volpare. Yes, the last we have to
Now,
take
right below Renaccia, because Renaccia is the one over by the Swiss chalet.
I don't know if you know
chalet homes.
the vine of Pietramarina, Benanti. Do you
Yes.
know where this?
Yes, from Lucca.
We have 70 meters far from that.
Okay. So that's
So on the right side of the vine of Pietramarina.
you have 2 separate small
Three.
vineyards.
Three.
Three. Are they going to eventually be 3 separate crews or just
No.
Okay.
We collect because it's all Rinazzo.
because they're very small?
Yes. Yes.
So it's all going to be the same.
Yes,
That's
the
what
different vine,
Okay.
but it's the same in Rinazzo.
Yeah.
All of these 3 vines are in the next wine we will
And they're
taste.
wonderful. They're beautiful.
So a quick question. You had 17 different harvests in this vintage, you said, right? So were you fermenting at the time? Did you ferment each harvest?
No.
You saved them in cold storage?
The first part of our transformation of grape are quite hard because we work normally with small tanks like this, but in the bigger one we had the azoto gas, because we have very small quantities of all the must.
Okay, so you could...
When the fermentation is finished, we transform, we change the tanks, and then we start to imagine how that wine will become, how that wine will be transformed. So in the first moment, just every harvest, every separated fermentation, separated transformation from must to vine. In a second moment, we, for example, add together the 3 different harvests of Rinazzo.
Yeah.
We add together the 6 different harvests of Lavi, because Lavi is 20,000 bottles, so as you can imagine, many days of harvest. In a second moment, we add and we decide the final taste of the wine. It's the moment to taste the Rinazzo.
See, until last year, I wasn't aware of the 2 vineyards higher up. Now I'm aware that there's a 3rd one.
Yeah.
But those parcels higher up, they are as fine parcels as you'll find anywhere in this territory. They are beautiful. They are just absolutely the finest of the Caracantes that you can get in Milan.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And this is them.
This is, as you will know,
And we have all 3 here.
This is the wine of my heart, and please, the camera, to me. This wine will be our first 100. Believe me.
Wow. Let me make a note of that so that we can celebrate it when it comes through.
Yes, I think so, and I hope so. This is Etna Bianco Superiore.
Yeah, this is at its best.
Full stop.
Tight.
Wow.
Tight. You can pucker with it.
Please, I want to turn the camera. Please repeat. Wow.
Wow. That is awesome.
And the aromas on the nose, for a little I can actually, but they're less, they're softer than the last couple. But the mouth.
It is almost... Oh,
Oh no.
is that noisy guy?
Aspetta, che stiamo facendo filmati. Stiamo riprendendo, non fare bordello.
My friend, how are you? Yeah. So this is almost ephemeral. It's very light on the palate. But it's all encompassing. This is beautiful.
Yes, I think this wine has all the characteristics of a wine of Milo, because there's the altitude, there's a strong acidity, there's a strong minerality, there's a perfect time of maturation, but it's quite young, it's a baby, it's a child.
Yes.
If we maintain the wine bottle for at least 2 years, it will starting by the 2027, to be a lovely wine. But we have not to be rushed, but just to have time and to take in time. In my opinion, is the best wine Iuppa has ever produced.
Wow. And that's the same, that's 2024, which Brandon is characterizing as a very difficult vintage. But
It was difficult, but in Milo, if you wrong the wine, the problem is yours. It's not the wine. Because it's very hard to produce a bad wine here. If you love, know, and listen to the vines, you will produce something of amazing,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So who makes the picking decisions, and what are the criteria?
The team together.
Okay.
Team together. We start by the analysis because we take a bunch from a grape from all bunches. When the analysis says that there are perfect balance in acidity, sugar, and also
Tasting. Yeah,
yes, taste of grape with the syrup. Also because the team to harvest is the same. So just by a phone call, the team is ready also in the same day.
Okay. So once that decision is made, you can get folks in here.
From the beginning, so we are sure that they take just the best grapes. But we also have a very high technology here because our machines are at the top of the market. Is Volentieri Pelling, that is a joint venture of French and Italian machine, and we have the selection of grapes one by one.
Okay.
So the first selection is on the vine, the second is here. So we are absolutely sure that here on the tanks arrive just the
best grapes.
Yes, because to produce a good wine is not so hard, and there are a lot of good wines. We have a very young history because we started just 6 years ago. So this decision was, we want to be one of the group or we want to try to be one of the best. As you can imagine, the decision was the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we move on to any reds or anything, Saro would like us to taste his white, which comes from the same vineyard.
But we can taste today because we are clarifying the wine just to present this evening the wine to the presentation of...
Come on!
No, perché lo stiamo facendo per la bottiglia di stasera. Aspettalo stasera in bottiglia, faglielo assaggiare in bottiglia.
No?
Faglielo assaggiare in bottiglia.
Non puedes.
This evening. Where this evening?
Perché stasera...
Sorpresa!
Yeah.
Stasera c'è una sorpresa.
Dove?
Stasera ci sono No, stasera al centro servizi assaggiamo tutti i bianchi superiori. E c'è una sorpresa.
Stasera.
Yes, it's 19 plus 1.
C'è una sorpresa.
19 plus 1.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I thought tonight we were free. There was plenty of party, dancing, women. Crap.
Brandon, I'm becoming very
But
surprised.
you know what it is? His wine, right, is one of the 2 vineyards where I thought that they were made, and then they added the third. But so it's a mono vineyard from this.
Oh,
That's from this one. We're going to taste it tonight.
Yeah. 18 plus 1. So are you hosting tonight? Are you one of the presenters tonight?
I am there at the moment of Iuppa and probably at the moment of one of my friends.
Quale tu dici che è una clarificazione? Stiamo parlando di una microfiltrazione
Sì,
che sono
microfiltrazione, e poi
4 micro...
Sì, 004.
Vabbè,
E poi c'è anche una bentonite che è semplicemente come ti posso dire, non mi viene il termine italiano. Comunque
io me ne sto andando.
è un sistema che prende le
Vediamo
particelle,
stasera.
All right.
Stasera.
prende le particelle in sospensione.
Mi dispiace.
No,
Però lo
ma
sai.
fa piacere.
Però lo sai.
Dai.
Stasera.
Guarda, il GR04 è molto standard, Marco De Grazia lo usa.
Sì.
Giusto, un piccolo. So it's just a small clarification with basically it's just a
Is it fining? Fining?
Well, it's a fining filter, 0.004 microns.
Yes, the filter before bottling.
Yeah, that's all. It's just
The
a
last
pre-bottling, just to take out most of, not all, most.
All right.
So I think his wine, if it's up from that vineyard and you make it here, it's probably very
The
nice.
wine of Saro comes from Volpare.
I think it's good.
So are you considered the winemaker here, or you are just like the estate manager and stuff like that? Who is?
We work with Federico Curtaz.
Oh, Curtaz is
and
the.
yes, also with his wines because
Come si chiama lui?
Saro.
Sarro.
He-
Yeah, this guy right there. With the...
Ma chi no, lo dici?
Sì, ma io lo conosco.
Oh, okay.
Sì, sì.
Oh, he looks like a baby. He looks like a baby. I mean, was he like 14, 15? I mean,
No, she...
no, that guy. He looks like.
No. Quanti anni hai, Ale?
34.
43.
You kidding?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I see him every day when I'm walking.
Alessandro, ti hanno dato 14 anni?
Every day I see him.
Yes, he's 43.
Io lo guardo.
No.
Sure.
Noi salutiamo ogni giorno mentre che cammina
No,
verso
he's
presa.
43, he's
Perché lui viene ogni mattina da svolto in quattro.
I'm 17, but